All right, what's going on, everyone? So let's get you guys updated. I have not posted for a while. A lot of things have been going on in my world, so we won't get into those details. Anyways, let's thank my new subs. Thanks, guys. I picked up quite a few the last 3 months, so I appreciate your support. Yeah. We'll try and keep things going with this car. So if you've been following me, just a quick recap. I personally took a big hit trying to understand this whole dyno thing. Our last dyno, we were expecting to gain rear wheel horsepower. We have not dynoed since the transmission change, flywheel change back to the normal weight, or close within 2 pounds of the normal stock flywheel, and gear change, which, you know, again, we proved out these theories, and a taller or lower numerical gear in number, you're actually supposed to get a higher rear wheel horsepower reading. We went from a 410 to a 373. So we didn't see that in this last run. So let's get it straight. We have 2 controls on 2 different dynos. We're not racing dynos, okay? Let's get that straight. So our first 3 set of numbers, I want to be clear. We got a 417 full bolt-on 93 octane. 417 wheel horsepower on the Mustang dyno. We went on for a intake port on the Boss intake. We netted a 437 on the Boss intake port. Again, both of these dynos were with the stock MT82 Lighten flywheel, 410 rear gear, and single one-piece drive shaft. The last dyno, on the same dyno, we got tuned on E85, gained not huge, but another 12 wheel horsepower. That puts us at 449, okay? To me, those are my numbers, right? We showed improvements at each step. Now, 1 month later, I went to a dyno jet to see what the number was, because dyno jets tend to go higher. We got a 448 with a WinPep 8 software, which is the latest to industry standard to standardize dynos across the nation, whatever. So that is the standard number. Now, because it's, you know, 1 horsepower less, irregardless, that is our number. That is our reference. Okay, again, not racing dynos. So we should have been able to go back, and which we did, to compare against our control on the Mustang dyno, which was the 449. So this is when the whole apple cart got upset. So we went back with 373 gears, a near standard weight flywheel, which should have not made any difference, in the caliber transmission. Now, that gear change is not enough to upset the apple cart, regardless. It is not enough. We compared 4th gear, 5th gear, and let me just make this also clear. All dynos were done in 4th gear. We did a 5th gear in our last session. I don't know what the numbers were, but we're basically told we got a few more torque and about 3 horsepower more in the peak or I get dynoed at Force Engineering, he doesn't like to dyno, and it makes sense, in 5th gear because it's such a long draw. He likes 4th gear, and everything was done timed. You know, the engine had time to cool down. We were spaced apart. So we took a hit. I don't think we got any good data, in my opinion, other than on the coil packs we showed a 3 horsepower loss. But the most confusing part was we got a 406. For me, that was totally unexpected. The tuner, you know, which is owner of the business, he really didn't know what was going on with that. He did do the standardization between the last dyno and this dyno, and there was still over a 30 horsepower difference. He didn't have an explanation why. Quick text to Calamar and message, and I shared that with everyone. He says these gears in the transmission are actually lighter. Look, you know, it will reduce your reciprocating weight. Look someplace else for your power loss. Also, I got a lot of chatter back and forth. Oh, you gotta calibrate, or you gotta tune Calamar's transmissions. Well, you only need to tune to recalibrate your speedometer. It's got nothing to do with how the motor is running. The transmission is a transfer point from your flywheel to the rear wheels. It doesn't need to be tuned, because mine has not been tuned. Is my speedometer off? Yes. Is it impacted anything? In my opinion, no. No, we're going to leave that one alone, and I don't agree with that one. So, anyways, again, don't know where that loss is, and everybody's so damn busy right now still. I've been trying to call Strictly Performance to get another number from them. Just away, is it transmission? Was it dyno settings? I don't know. Because we know our number would be somewhere around 437 for a 93 tune. That's where we're sitting on right now. So, the whole irony of this whole thing is that we reduced our rotating weight also. 10 pounds each wheel. We should have seen a gain in overall 20 pounds of even more horsepower to the rear wheel, as opposed to a loss. This is really, for me, it's, you know, again. So others are saying you didn't lose any horsepower, it's just your new number. Well, bullshit. It is not. There is a loss, because we already calibrated to that dyno. We've already calibrated. Okay? So, yes, to me there's a loss. Something went awry. So where it is, I don't know. So my two variables in my mind is dyno, transmission. I don't believe the gearing is, because again, we did a 5th gear pull and hardly saw any difference between a 4th gear pull, which rules out the ring and pinion gear. There is dyno time. I guess it's basically based off your RPM, correct? No, is it how fast you get to that RPM in that period that may have some difference over 5th gear being a longer. What that is? Would it be 40 horsepower? I would hope. No. Lower gears are a torque multiplier. You wouldn't think to have an impact on your overall net horsepower. Now, just to add this, just saying, on that same Mustang dyno, a car, 4-speed car, full bolt-ons, E85, excuse me, 331 gear, ran a 448 Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, what I'm trying to say is, you got a 448 with a 331 gear. So, where the noise is, I don't know. Should I worry about it? I guess if I get another number elsewhere, again, I would have two control numbers at least to look against to see where my improvements are when we do our heads and cams. The whole point of this is you're supposed to take your rear wheel horsepower, divide it by 85%, because that is the portion of your total, which you're supposed to see about a 15% or less drivetrain loss with a 4-speed. That way you can understand your total engine horsepower. I believe I have more than, you know, if you do the math on 406, excuse me, I haven't done it. I haven't plugged that number in a while. It was something like 470 or 480 something. My car started at horsepower crank horse of 444. I know I've added more than 40 horsepower. I'm sorry. With E85. So, do I think it's wrong? I do. Unless my first number was bogus, but I don't think so. Why would I dyno now at a near stock rear wheel horsepower and the Boss, which is supposed to be 390, 400? I have no clue, so I'm rambling, guys. I'm pissed, can you tell? Yes, I am, because it kind of screwed, for me it screwed a bunch of things up. So anyways, aside from that, we know where we are. We can still do another one, and we will before we make any changes to the car. Excuse me, because I got a bug in my throat. So, what we're doing, we're trying to find someone out of my 3 people that I know. Force Engineering does not want to take on the full work. He'll be willing to work on it engine only. I have to bring the engine to him, so that's option 1. I do have a friend that offered to help engine only, so we have to get the engine out, so that's option 2. Who am I looking at pulling the motor and putting it back in? Honestly, it's going to be Scott's Auto. And we'll have to assess the numbers, see where we're at, and try and figure out what we're doing. I think we're going to have to invalidate everything at the track. So that's where we're at. I don't have a lot of new material coming. We've been spending time in our house. All my efforts have been there, one step in the basement. So that's where we're at, guys. Yeah, we'll just see where this season takes us in the winter. Next year, again, focusing on the car and making sure things are good. We've made a lot of improvements. We worked out a lot of bugs, and they are holding, which I'm happy about that. So, having said that, we're in a good, good direction. It's just the dyno numbers really got whacked out. That's all. It screwed me up. So as you can see, I'm still rambling about it, but that's my take on it, guys. That's my take. Square up. So with that, again, guys, man, thanks for subscribing, and be patient with me. We still got stuff going on with Super V, which, again, we're in winter mode. Things are slow. We have stuff coming up. The Autorama's February, not that far away. So we'll try and put some stuff out, but I just don't want to put a bunch of shit out there that everybody's already seeing. I'm not willing to do that. So anyways, again, thanks, guys. I'll try and keep you posted. Just heads up, we are in a slow mode. All right, anyways, guys, hang in there with me, and I appreciate your support. So take care, guys. Thanks.